Why did the cowboy cry during art class? Because he couldn't draw his gun. My name is Maddie Blair, and today I get to present to you on my research paper topic, Gun Violence in America. Firearms have been in America's society since the early 1600s, but the 21st century has seen major issues regarding firearms. While gun violence is a problem in the United States, it will not be addressed without first resolving the issue of mental health in America. Guns were developed in Europe in the 1300s, and they came over on the Mayflower to Jamestown in 1607. Through wars like the Spanish-American, Mexican-American, and Civil War, guns were used a lot more often. They became a tool. In the 1800s, the early 1800s, the number of homicide deaths that were conducted with a firearm was 17%. By the end of the 1800s, that number jumped to 47%. In the 1920s, it was Prohibition. It was rival gangs fighting each other and killing each other on the streets. In the 1930s, it was gangsters and mobsters killing innocent bystanders. And in the 60s, it was civil rights protests and assassinations, killing people like John F. Kennedy, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and U.S. Senator Robert Kennedy. When you talk about gun violence in America, it affects the individual, which is the loss of life. In 2015, the number of deaths by firearm was 36,252 people. Gun violence also affects society as a whole. Jobs are going undone. In 2018, the medical bills alone were around $852.9 million. Are changes being made? That's a great question. Well, changes were made in Great Britain. In 1996, Great Britain banned all their handguns. 1996 to 2004, the crime number did not drop. It continued to go up, even though handguns are banned. It was in 2004, though, that number started to drop. Ever since then, every year, the number of firearm deaths goes down. In 2015, in the United States, known or suspected terrorists underwent background checks 244 times. 91% of those were approved. Does America have gun control laws? Well, let's look at Kentucky. Kentucky has the 16th highest gun death rate in the country. Kentucky does not require a background check for an unlicensed person, a background check for licensed owners, registration, a waiting period between purchasing a gun and receiving the gun, a limit on the number of guns that can be purchased at one time, and regulations on unsafe handguns. America is a democracy. People get to choose where they want to live, and these states get to choose some of the rules that they follow. And another interesting fact to add here is that the government says that people who have a mental illness cannot purchase or possess a firearm. If we aren't conducting a background check, how will we know if these people have a mental health issue or not? The mental states of the shooters is what's killing people. Firearms are not taking people's lives. And I understand that everybody's different. Some shooters are not going to have some horrible background story like others. But the question has to be asked, who in their right mind would purchase a firearm to take the life of another human being? And guns are just what's convenient right now. Some people believe that if we could remove all the firearms from every American, that the violence would stop. Well, number one, that's impossible to remove every single firearm from every single American. There's too many people, and America's too big. But it's not the guns that's killing people. If the criminals had their guns taken away, they would find something else. Denying or ignoring these facts is not going to help change things. If America wants to see a change, we have to realize that the cause and the source of gun violence is because of the people who are conducting these acts. Doing something as simple as adding a background check to every gun purchase, it could stop people with mental or criminal records from obtaining these deadly weapons. Firearms are not the issue. Mental health is. Thank you.